Hi, my name is Karen Gomyo. I'm a violinist, and I'm here this weekend to perform Brahms's famous violin concerto. Yeah, so I've been to this orchestra, I think this is my third or fourth time, and I'm really excited to be back because it's been a few years since the last time I was here. The orchestra sounding amazing. Maestro Guerrero is amazing. He's so much fun to work with, and Nashville is, wow, I don't know if I remember it being this lively, but I don't know if it's just this weekend, but it seems particularly lively and just, you know, a lot of like happy people around, and I'm looking forward also to be able to explore the city and the country music side of it on my off time. So the Brahms Violin Concerto is famous for so many reasons, one of which is that it's a very long 40-minute piece, and it's in 3 movements. The first movement is so dramatic, and you know, it's almost like Brahms is telling a story. There's a narrative which goes through a lot of drama, but also a lot of beautiful melodies. And Brahms was in love with this one lake in Austria where he claimed to have gotten all his inspiration, and he said the lake, that surrounding, was just full of melodies. And so what I personally love about this violin concerto is that it is just full of beauty. The second movement is a slower movement. It's just glorious. It starts with a famous oboe solo, which I think is the reason it warranted this quote that this concerto is not for the violin but against the violin, because you've got beautiful melodies played by other instruments, so there's a little competition. And then the last movement, which is very much a Hungarian dance, a lot of like these jumpy rhythms, and a joyful last movement, especially coming from the more dramatic first movement. The last movement is always like a big, you know, dance party, and that kind of wraps up the piece. I think as a little violinist, when I was starting out, when I was about 5 or 6, and, you know, starting to discover all these great works, the Mendelssohn Concerto, the Tchaikovsky Concerto, and then the Brahms, Brahms was always a piece where I thought, oh, I want to play this, oh, I want to play this, but I was far away from being able to play it in terms of, you know, just my knowledge of the violin and so on. It's technically one of the most demanding pieces. So in terms of listening to it, it's been in my ears ever since I started the violin. I would say I probably studied it for the first time in my teenage years at some point. I don't remember when exactly, but then I started performing on stage maybe 15 years ago or something like that. And it's not one of those pieces that's been continuously in my repertoire, so I haven't played it a whole lot, but so that's why I'm particularly excited to be able to play it this week.